Hi, good morning guys. So now let's see next few questions. Now, so what is the value returned by function 1, f1? You see here the value of n is 1, right? Now static int I is equal to 1 if 1 greater than equal to 5. If 1 greater than equal to 5, your condition is false. So when your condition is false, n is equal to n plus 1. Value of n is 1, so n becomes your 2. I plus plus, right? So I is equal to 1. So I am writing 1 plus plus, and then you are returning again f of n. Okay. Now tell me guys, see here, n is what? N is what? 1. 1 greater than equal to 5. Your condition is false. So now n becomes what? 2. N is equal to n plus 1. So n plus 1 means n becomes your 2. Then your I plus plus, then again you return f of n. So n value is 2, right? So now you will call this function f2. N is 2, so 2 greater than 5. Condition false, so return n plus 1, n is equal to 3. Again your I plus plus. So again when you call this function, because of 1 plus, which is static, not a normal integer, it's a static, so I becomes your 2. 2 plus plus, right? So again you return f of n, so return f of 3, right? Now when you call this function f of 3, again 3 greater than equal to 5, condition false, return n, so this is false. So n is equal to n plus 1, n becomes 4. Then again your 3 plus plus, then again return f of 4. Now you call f of 4, so n becomes 5. This is 4 plus plus, then you return f5, right? Now when you call this function, right, n greater than equal to 5, the value of n is 5, so 5 greater than equal to 5, your condition is true, to return n. So what is the value of n? N is your 5, n is return n, so value of n is 5. So this returns what? This returns 5. Return 5 to what? So this is the final answer, I think, because we are only returning f of n. So when it returns, you come out of this function. So answer of this is 5 only. It's pretty simple, right? I hope it is clear, right? So return f of n. So this becomes f5. So this returns 5, right? So 5 is the answer. Pretty simple. Now moving on to the next question. Here it is saying that you have to find out the value of f513, 2. So here the value of n is 513 and value of r is 2, right? So 513 greater than 0. So 513 greater than 0. Your condition is true. So when your condition is true, what it is doing? It is returning n modulus r. So 513 modulus 2 is your 1, right? Because when you divide 513 by 2, the remainder is 1. So it is returning 1 plus function n divided by r. So 513 divided by 2 is what? See, 2, you divide 513. So 2 2s are 4, 1, then 1, 2 5s are 10, then 1 and 3, 2 6s are 12. So remainder is 1. And this is your 256. So it is 256, comma, what is the value of r? R is your 2. So 256, 2. Now we will call this function 256, 2, and this one, previous wala isko as it is utar do. So 256 greater than 0, condition is true. So when condition is true, so return n modulus r. 256 modulus 2 is 0 plus function n divided by r. So when you divide this, so is 2 ones are 2, 2 to the 128, and r value is 2, right? So now you will call this function 128, 2, and this is what? 1. So 1 plus this function, when you call 128, 2, this condition is true. So again it returns what? N modulus r. So it's 0 plus function 64, 2, right? So when you call again 64, 2, so this is 1. So 64 comma 2, again this condition is true, so n modulus r again is 0. So return function, this is 0. This is return 0 plus function 32 comma 2, right? So far अभी तक हुआ क्या? 1 plus return function 32 comma 2 I am writing. So it is, so far it is 1 plus return function 32 comma 2. Now you call this function 32 comma 2, this condition is true, and modulus r. 32 modulus r is your 2, and this is 0, right? So it is 1 plus return 0 plus function 32 by 2 is what? 16. 16 comma r is 2, right? So now when you call this function again, it is 1 plus n modulus 16 modulus r is again 0. So return 0 plus function 8 comma 2. So when you call this function again, so it is 1 plus return 0 plus 8 by 2. 8 modulus 2 is 0. 0 plus this n by 2 is 4. 4, this 4 comma 2. Right. So far what is the function? 1 plus f4 comma 2. So I am writing here 1 plus function 4 comma 2. So now when you call this function 4 comma 2, again 4 greater than 0. So 1 plus return n modulus r is 0 plus this is function 2 comma 2, right? Now again when you call this 2 comma 2 function, again you come here 2 comma 2. So 2 is greater than 0, condition true. Again you come here 1 plus return, this is 0 plus f, this is 1 comma 2. Now you call 1 comma 2, this condition is true. So far it is 1 plus function 1 comma 2. So I am writing here it is 1 plus function 1 comma 2. So this is n greater than 0, condition true. So what it is? Return n modulus r. 1 modulus 2 is 1 plus function n by r. 1 by 2 is 0 comma 2. Now you call 0 comma 2, 0 greater than 0, condition is false, right? So returns 0. So this function returns 0. So answer is 1 and 1, 2. 2 is the answer. Alright guys. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.